So let's talk about how I found my co-founder. What's up guys, my name's Andrew and I am building a B2B SaaS product called Autopilot, which is a field service management software that allows business owners to run and operate their home service business. I've actually had great co-founders my entire life, honestly, and we're not going to go down the rabbit hole of all my co-founders. I just want to tell you how I did it, and it could work for you, especially if you're a technical co-founder looking for another technical co-founder. Or maybe you're not technical and you need a technical co-founder, but long as you know what you're doing, it's a little tricky to do what I did. My first co-founder with my B model company was Jamie Jones. I haven't spoke to him in years. I guess we're not really friends anymore. A little bit of a falling out on my part. You know, I was a young kid who was living right out of high school, went to Los Angeles, and then I came back to Colorado, met him, and then wanted to go back to Los Angeles, kind of just dipped, but I was a really young kid, kind of burned that bridge a little bit. I found him through just networking when I made a bunch of money on MySpace. That was like traditional networking. His father wanted to meet me because I made a whole bunch of money in MySpace and he just wanted to network, but he was a great business partner. I think I just picked somebody who was just as motivated as me and wanted to crush it, and we were like best of friends. So that was just through standard networking. I don't usually recommend going in business with your friends because there's a very high chance your friendship will fail. And there's gonna be problems in the business. And with my first partner, we never got to that level yet. We never succeeded or launched properly where we had like money coming in. So we never got to the meat and potatoes and problems of running a business. It was just startup problems and, you know, trying to launch and just failing. My next partner, Steven Mata, we met at a boot camp for Swift. I had made all my millions and I took kind of a 10-year break from coding and just kind of lived off the millions and was really stupid. I didn't stay in tech. I was an idiot and foolish, but that's a video for another day. And then decided I would go to boot camp to force me to start coding again and learn Apple's new Swift language. So it was like a 2-3 month boot camp, and him and I became really close. We've been friends for like 10 years now. He was a great business partner, just as motivated as me, wants to build a billion-dollar empire, really good at design, was so sick of, you know, getting bad developers that he wanted to learn how to code himself. We hit it off and we did really good with our business evolve. We got Summer Rae. We raised almost $2 million. We got on the front page of the App Store at the time. And then we got on the TV show Planet of the Apps with will.i.am, Gary Vaynerchuk, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Jessica Alba. And Jessica Alba was our mentor. And we literally got mentoring from Jessica Alba and would go to the Honest office. It was all for the TV show. The mentoring sucked. It wasn't, I mean, maybe there's a couple good suggestions. The TV show tanked. And he was a great business partner, but there was personal reasons that I was dealing with that we're not going to get into in this video, but I kind of tanked that relationship and we ended up staying friends though. So really cool. I still talk to him every day. And that was through bootcamp networking. So I would say the first two was just meeting people, networking, and just talking. Now, my last two are interesting. So for Gypsy, I had two technical founders. I was doing the iOS app. One was doing the React app on the web, and then another one was doing Kotlin on Android. I found these business partners on a subreddit on Reddit called Cofounder. I know, not game changing. Here's the thing, guys. It worked really well. I did it again recently, but let me tell you about the first time. It is very tricky to post in this subreddit. It's almost impossible. There's just so many rules and you're gonna get rejected automatically by the automod. It rejects you. When I finally got it posted, I got like 10, 20 people and I scheduled calls with all of them and pitched myself. When you're pitching a product, pitch your product, pitch the idea, pitch the vision, and be excited about it. I guess I kind of consider myself a salesman. I wouldn't say like I'm a great salesman, but I'm really good, I've noticed in life about getting people to believe in me and follow me. With that being said, it was great. The co-founder subreddit was amazing. I just recently started talking to them again and they're great relationships, and ultimately, because of COVID, Gypsy failed. I can blame that on somebody besides me, but you know, if I was a different founder at the time, I probably could have made it happen and stuck it through and made it work. Who knows? Now for my current business partner, it was also through the co-founder subreddit, but they made it nearly impossible to post. My normal Reddit account that I've had, and I don't comment too much, I just browse Reddit, I only had like 100 comment karma. You have to have a lot of comment karma. They don't care about post karma, it's comment karma. And I couldn't post. And they have all the strict rules. It's still nearly impossible to post in there. What I did is I went and bought an aged Reddit account that had 1,000, 2,000 comment karma. You can get this through blackhatworld.com and go through the marketplace and find aged. You can just Google it too, but Black Hat World's safe because you'll know they're vetted in the marketplace. This is the OG place of like Black Hat SEO and buy aged Facebook accounts and, you know, all kinds of crazy shit. I took the aged Reddit account and it took me like 2 days to get this fucking post approved and maybe 10 attempts to get posted in the subreddit. They're very tricky in the subreddit. If you try to be specific about, I need somebody who only does reacting, they think you're like hiring. It's like they refuse to make it look like you're hiring somebody and it's only a co-founder for equity. So it's very hard to get in this subreddit co-founder. 2 times in a row did I find amazing business partners. I have nothing but good things to say about the subreddit except they are friggin' buttheads when it comes to posting in there. I tried YC co-founder match and they're like 7-minute sessions, I think. Yeah, they were 7-minute sessions, video chat sessions on their platform. I did maybe 10 max. I probably should have kept going, but then I finally got into subreddit co-founder and they're more serious. I couldn't find serious technical co-founders on the YC co-founder program. With that being said, don't sleep on the YC co-founder match. Maybe do it for like a solid month or 2. It's like speed dating for co-founders, but don't sleep on subreddits too, especially the co-founder subreddit, and really sell yourself and really put yourself out there and you will find a co-founder. And also something else is, and YC talks about this a lot, is be fair with equity. On Gypsy, we went thirds. You need to be smart about this. You can't just willy-nilly give 50%. You have to make sure that you're picking the right person and that you truly think they're going to put in that effort. With my co-founder on Autopilot, we're 50-50, not 51-49, 50-50. Why did I make that decision? Vesting schedules. We both signed a 1-year cliff, 4-year vesting schedule. It shows that you're both committed and that you're both serious, okay? Take your time on picking co-founders, be smart, get good at reading people, make sure they're competent, make sure that you're both gonna bring the same work to the table, discuss how long that you can work for free and the plans to get money and raise money, do vesting schedules, do everything legal. We use Gust on our startup to do all the legal paperwork, and we both signed vesting schedules and we both have the equal amount of shares. That is how I did it. I don't know if it's perfect. It's working out so far. It's working great. Honestly, this is my first startup, my first tech startup in a long time that has actually hit a decent MRR where I actually see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm really excited and I hope that helps you guys. And you know, if you want to know how I raised $250,000 through crowdfunding, if you want to know on how I grew my YouTube channel and, you know, got all my customers from my YouTube channel, how to get rejected from Y Combinator 6-7 times in a row, I'm your man. I landed an interview though. But anyways, YC, you snooze, you lose. And as always, I leave you guys with this. Success is often covered in dirt, but so was gold at one point. Toodles.